Hey everybody, this is Oliver for AE Tots. I'm happy to be here and I want to create with you this effect. Once again. So as you can see, we will pretty much blow some things up. So let's start. We are not starting in After Effects, but we are starting in Photoshop. And for this, I've lost my PSD, there is it. This is the result you are going into After Effects. How are you doing it? Well, with the project file there are two photos. One photo is this one of a pretty yellowish corridor, and the other one is this one with a door in a gym or wherever. And maybe you're asking, okay, what should I do with those photos? It's very easy. You just want to create this. You want those doors over here to fit in this floor element. How are you doing this? Pretty easy. The first thing you want to do is to match the colors of the footage. So first of all, with this door JPEG selected, you go to Image, Adjust, and you go to, I think in the English version it's the same color, I hope so, but it's down here and the interface looks like this. What you can do here, it gives you a pretty good start when you try to match colors from different photos, and that's the way it works. So this is your source you want to have for the color correction, in this case the corridor. Ooh, pretty yellow, but that's exactly what we wanted. Said okay. The next thing I did is with the pen tool cutting out those edges. Just around here, you can be as sloppy as you like, this is just a tutorial. And then I copied this layer into this one. You might be asking, okay, it has a different perspective, how does this work? It's pretty easy. With the door layer selected, you press Command T for free transformation, right click, and go to Distort, I think it's in English. No, that's not even right. Distort. And with this tool you can pretty mess around with your picture until it fits just right in here. And yeah, the last thing you want to do is to color correct it, right? What I did here is just I pulled in the red and greens, so we have a real white and a real black in this image. So when you've done all this stuff, all you need to do is cut out the back of this corridor layer and also the transparent parts of the windows. So just take again a mask selection or a pen tool, whatever you like, and then start cutting out those areas. That's pretty much it. Then you save it as a PSD file. PSD is important to preserve the transparency, so make sure you're gonna do this. And see you in a second in After Effects. Okay, now we are in After Effects, and I already imported the PSD file we just created. And make sure you import this one as a footage file, not as a composition. And I also got this video of an explosion running around the floor. And this comes from Andrew Kramer's video Copilot, and I think it's the Action Movie Essentials #1 collection. It's an awesome product, cheers Andrew. And yeah, I just created a new composition. Let's check this. It's 1920 by 1080, that's okay. And square pixel, 5 seconds long, that's all good. Good to go. We grab our PSD file and let's make a copy by pressing Control D, sorry. And we name this main floor. Be creative. And this one DG for background. Let's make them both 3D layers. Hit P for position. Oops, sorry. hit P for position and move the BG layer back 1 pixel, just 1 pixel. Okay, make it invisible. Now grab your main floor layer and choose the pen tool. Let's zoom in, because now we want to cut out the doors. Make a point here, down here, over there. I'll do this a little bit sloppy right now, just for the sake of time. I'm sorry. Switch it off. One more point here, one more here. You'll do this better, I think so. Okay. Okay, I call it here. And switch back to subtract. When you switch the background on again, hit S for scale and scale it way down. Too much. Just like so. Not looking too bad. And now duplicate your main floor layer once again. Command duplicate. Rename this door. Select the layer, go to layer, pre-compose, and let's call it doors. Move all attributes, that's alright. Okay. Next step, we create a camera. We don't want depth of field. We can't use this here. 35 millimeters, okay. All right. Now unfold this layer, make it 3D as well. Open it up. Bam, there you go. This isn't looking like a door, right? We're gonna change this in a sec. Hit M for mask and change the mode to add. That's even more a door, I think. Duplicate it again. Call one of them left door, the other one right door. Okay, switch one off, select the mask, and now double click, move this up here. Okay, switch it off for a sec so I can see what I'm doing. And just cut out one piece of the door. Alright, switch it on again, hide it, and now go for the other one. Double click on the mask, skip down, switch it off again, I'm sorry. Oops. Up a bit. Okay, I'll leave it here for now. Change it to add. Now we have our two doors. Now we have to pre-compose them again. Layer, pre-compose, left door, and move all attributes. And same thing for right door. Alright, now hit the Y key for the pen behind tool. It's over here, because we have to move the anchor points of the layers. So with the right door selected, grab the anchor point and move it just down there. Alright, same for the left door. There you go. Yeah, maybe we move it down. That's better. Great. Alright, moving on. Make this both 3D layers as well. go to the very beginning of the comp, reveal the position properties, hit a keyframe, go to maybe around 1 second, we'll see. And we do the same thing for the rotation. Oh, sorry. Okay, we will change those values in a bit. First of all, let's hit back into the main comp. So what we want to do is to pull the camera back and also let the doors fly off. Okay, first let's animate our camera. Go to the very beginning, hit P for position, keyframe, go to maybe 12 frames, I'm not quite sure yet. Hit C for the camera tool and pull back. Okay, let's make this a proper value. Minus 3600, that's looking good. And make them both, oh no, I'm sorry. This one, right click on the keyframe? What's happening? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Make this an ease out and this ease in. So we have a slightly smooth transition. Okay, now the tricky part. You select your doors timeline, grab it over here, and pull it down until this blue box appears and just leave it there. Okay? Now, above here, go to New Composition, or New Viewport, whatever, and pull it to the right. So you have two viewports next to each other. Hit the lock for the main composition, select the doors timeline. It's already locked, okay, that's good. Alright, so in the main timeline, it's getting a little tricky now. Go to the last keyframe from the camera animation. And now jump back to the doors timeline. Also to the very last keyframe. Close this one here a little bit down. And let's just animate it for now, one door in the Z position. So select the left door, be sure you are the right keyframe here. And pull it back. Way back, way back. You see? Just your off frame. A little bit more than the 3600, I think. Alright. And we do the same thing for the right door. EBA. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm sorry, I just have both keyframes selected. Euro. Bam. Okay, it's looking a little weird that they are so close together, so we have to, of course, animate the rotation and want to pull them the X-axis a bit, and also the Y. Move it over. The right to the right, the left to the left. Let's have a look. Even better. Let's have a look here. Okay, for my chase it can be a little bit more to the sides. Let's have a look. Yep, that's better. Alright. Now, let's have a look. Are they already? Yeah, we'll do it for now. Now for the rotation. Those are just random values. We'll see how this looks like. Let's have a look. Oh, cool. That's not too bad. Alright, I like it. And it's the same thing for this one. Bam. That's nice. I think this is the best result I ever got. That's great. I leave this. Okay. That's a good point to save our project. Save it on the blast doors. I don't know. Alrighty. Okay, so we have our camera animation and we have our doors flying apart. Nice. So we can close one of the viewports and can move the timeline back as well. Cool. Oh, make sure you unlock this. Always forget doing this. Okay. What we also want to do is to create a window inside these doors which contains some glass blowing away. For creating this, in the project window, select the left door composition, duplicate it, Command D, and call it left shatter. Same thing for the right door, duplicate and rename it to right shatter. And import those. First duplicate the door layers, move them right up, select it, and now with the Alt key selected, choose the right shatter comp and drag it with the Alt key down here. Once again for the left door, be sure you select the layer, hold Alt, and drag the left shatter comp just on it. What this does is, when you look here, you have those keyframes, and with a duplicate layer, when you drag it on, it keeps all the keyframes. It just changes the footage you're pulling in. It's a awesome function. Okay, open your left shatter comp and go to for the mask properties and create a new layer, new solid, call it glass, make it a pure white. Okay, put it back. And now draw a mask into the new glass solid. And you have to orientate by the boundaries of that window here. Okay, good. Hide the layer. Now I'm going to apply the shatter effect. So if you like to know how all the English effects are called in German, there you go. So change the view to rendered. And now for the style of the particles or shards that are blowing away, choose glass. Repetitions maybe, I don't know, 150. Extrusion depth around 0,05. Okay. As you can see, there are already things happening. Sorry. Now go to force 1. Select the position, maybe around here. Not quite sure. And for the depth, choose 0.3. We leave this, I think, and maybe this just to 0.15. Have a little try on this one. Change rotation to 0.1. Gravity to, no, we leave this. I think this is all good. Have a look. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, hit back to the doors composition. Select the left shutter, hit T for reveal the transparency or opacity, and drag it down to, I don't know, 25. So, oh, sorry, I forgot the important thing. You have to switch on motion blur. This is important. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, actually the glass could be faster, I think. So hit back. Maybe for the strength, I don't know, something around 8. Or maybe change it to 10. Sorry. Alright, we do this for now. And now we'll have to do the same thing for the right shutter. So once again, create a new solid, call it glass, make it pure white, move it down, make it a 3D layer, hit G for the pen tool, draw a mask, up here, hide. Whoopsie, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, I've drawn the mask on the wrong layer. That's no problem. Command X, Command V. There you go. Done. So once again, we apply the shatter effect. And then, oh, actually, I could copy it. Just have to move the source point of the source a bit over. Alright, turn motion blur on. Hit T for opacity, make it 25. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think this is quite nice, but I don't think we need the 3D turned on for the shatter effect. I'm not quite sure. No difference, so leave it like that. Save it, and let's have a look at it in our main comp. And we just make quick ramp preview, half resolution. Okay. That's not too bad. That's good. Okay, so hit back to the doors comp and turn motion blur on for all layers, all your pre-comps. Alright, so let's blow things up. Grab the whole fire clip, drag it down under the doors composition. A bit more room in here. And let's hide it for a sec. Okay, as you can see, This is not quite right. So for the scale, move it up to 240 or so. Okay, we have to move it a little bit. P, move it a little bit to the side, and actually rotate it first around 180, because when you have a close look to the footage, close this down for a sec again, play it back. I want those smoke trails or fire flames just under the roof and not on the floor. So I just the reason for rotating it. Once again, hit S for scaling it up, and oh no. Okay, that's not too bad. We won't need all the stuff happening just until the point it really blows off. So pull it back in and go to the point where we want to start off. Alright, so now it's all about with the timing with the doors. Takes a little long to render here. Excuse me, I'll switch the shatter effect off for a second. It takes a bit long. This is not quite right. If I switch blending mode to negative multiply. I don't know which is this called in English, I'm sorry. Just beneath the add and the screen option. I think it's lighten or screen in English, I don't know. It's the third one in this section here. Let's have a close look. I think our doors are a bit too slow. But first of all, grab your camera keyframes and move them 10 frames forward. Go to the doors comp, hit U to reveal all the keyframes. I'm at 10 frames. Move the in points to 10 frames as well. Then let's go to 1 second. We will shorten this really down. Let's have a look again. So. Okay, not quite right. So this would be our last frame, just a wall of fire. This is where you cut. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see, how much frames do we have in front of here? 1 frame, no, that's not too much. Let's have a quick render. It might seem a little fast now, but that's alright. We will slow this down afterwards. Besides this, I'm very happy with this. So go back to our shatter comms, turn the shatter effect back on, and alright, that's looking cooler. Let's have a look how it looks with the glass. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. Go to the doors comp, hit U, make sure you are here on the position keyframe at 10 frames. Go to the shatter effect, and at frame 10, make a keyframe for the radius. Alright? Move one frame forward and make another one with a value 0, because the shattering itself is controlled by the radius, so when it goes off the 0, it will shatter. Same thing for the other comp. Radius, one frame forward, 0. Actually, we can delete those doors right here. This is nothing what we need. So let's have a close look. Bam. Guess you can't see this. That's nice. That's nice. Maybe the glass can a little bit less opaque. Keep on 35 and switch the blending mode to something like screen or lighten. We'll see. Maybe add. Yeah, that's better. Alright. We nearly got it. The only thing we need now is a shockwave. But before we're gonna do this, we will wiggle around our camera a bit, because when you're blown away by an explosion, it's not quite possible that the camera stays so quite nice. So how can we do this? This is a little problem, because when we just add the wiggle expression on the position, it would wiggle around all the time, but we just want to start it right off when our explosion goes off. So we have to control our wiggle expression. I think there are several tutorials on this from, I don't know who did this, but I will show you how this works. You just create a new null, and under Effect go to Expression Controls and Slider Control. Duplicate this, hit Enter to rename it, and call the first one Frig for frequency, and the other one Amp. This is for amplitude. This means frequency, how many times in 1 second will your camera wiggle, and the amplitude, how much will it wiggle. So pretty simple. Let's go to the keyframe where our camera starts to move, around here, and select make keyframe for both of the values. Now hold Alt and click on the position stopwatch, right? Type in wiggle, parentheses. Now with the pick whip, grab the first value, so the frequency, comma, and now, okay, not reaching so far, I'm sorry. So back in here, pick whip, bam, close parentheses, no smiley. And now we can control our wiggle. So we have a keyframe here. Maybe move it to the beginning of for a blast. Then go to the position keyframe of the camera and type in for the frequency something around, I don't know, 3, and for the amplitude 30. Okay, that's a little too much. Maybe 20. A quick ramp review. That's nice, isn't it? Okay. So go to the very last frame for the file on the screen. Hit N to scale your working area to this section. Right click and trim to work area. That's cool, isn't it? Okay. Now let's drag the main comp into a new composition. Right. And hit Command K to reveal the composition properties. And we will make it around maybe 8, or let's make it 10 seconds long. Okay. Oh, 10 might be a little bit too much. Now, first of all, as you saw a bit ago, this is way too fast. So we want to put in some kind of bullet time. So some of those cool matrix effects. To do this, right click on the main composition, choose time, add time displacement. I think that is in English, time displacement, I'm not quite sure. Now you have those two keyframes here. The first keyframe represents the very beginning, and the other one the end of your clip. And we can change both of them, and we also can add new keyframes and then stretch time with them. So maybe add a keyframe about 15 frames, maybe, and go to maybe 21 frames. Now select both last two keyframes and pull them down. Sorry, maybe to 120 or so. Okay, I will show you what's happening now. Okay, we got some weird action going on with our fireball, but we will change this by hitting this little button here. This is for the frame interpolation, or the pixel interpolation. And I don't know what's working. I think we leave it at this dotted line. Hit this button over here. Go to the main 2 comp, hit the button here as well. Maybe this is going to be better now. I'm not promising anything. That's cool. That helped. Cool. So, like I said before, let me switch it off. It takes a little bit longer to render. We want to have a shockwave going on. How can we do this? Simply create a new adjustment layer. And apply a turbulent displacement effect. In Germany it sounds a little bit different. So, choose turbulent soft. For the strength, maybe let's choose 20. Okay, That's not too bad. Let's animate this one. So go to the frame where our explosion starts, right here. Now choose the ellipse tool, and with the adjustment layer selected, double click. Reveal the mask properties by pressing double M, and we feather this out maybe, I don't know, 75 pixels. And now we make a keyframe for the mask expansion and put it way down till you can see nothing anymore. Alright. Now go to your last frame, which is around here, and oh no, put it a little bit back in. Yeah, let's try 1 second. And pull it up. Something around 200. Let's have a quick render. Here, maybe it's a little too strong. Put it back to 10. And also pull the keyframe into about 18 frames. Let's render again. Okay, it's a little too much still. Maybe 5. And the size 150. And we also want to animate the transparency of this layer. And let's see. Maybe let's go to 1 second, 5 frames. Hit a keyframe. Go 10 frames forward and make it 0. It should work pretty good. Yeah, I think so. Okay, we nearly made it. I think we just need to color correct this baby. So for this, let's call this here displacement, because we will need some adjustments layer now. First of all, create a new adjustment layer and select the fast blur. Put it on the adjustments layer, call it fast blur. Check repeat edge pixels and turn it up about 20. And choose for the blending mode overlay. I really like this effect because this gives you a really nice glow without having the render time of a glow effect. And it produces very nice highlights and shadows. I like this a lot. Crank it down to, I don't know, 60 for now. Okay. Now create another adjustment layer. And for this one we will take curves. First of all, bring in contrast, just a standard S curve. And same reds, the greens. for the blue, let's try something different. That's too much. Blue spooky. Going there. A little oversaturated, I think. So, now first of all, let's color correct the explosion effect. Go in your main comp, select the whole file clip, and give it some levels. Okay, go in the reds, greens, bam. Pull in the green highlights and also the blues. So we get rid of this oversaturated look. Go back to main 2. Okay, it didn't help too much. Maybe it's the fast blue turned down to, I don't know, 30. Okay, now we check hue and saturation. Drag it on the first adjustment layer, and I don't know, -20. That's better. Maybe even more. Let's try something different. Let's do this. Let's leave it as -25. That's not too bad. Alright, now hit Command Y to create another solid, call it vignette, make it black. Okay, and once again double click on the ellipse tool, flip it, hit F for the feather options, just to create a nice vignette. Expand it, just like so. Okay, we have to set our in point there, or out point there. Okay, I'm not quite happy with the colors yet. Let's see what we can do. Oh, sorry. Switch this one off. It's just try and error until you get something that you like. Okay, maybe drag it beneath the fast blur. No, doesn't help. Oh, that's cool. So we get this blue vignette. I like this. Yay. What do you think? I like this. I really like this. I will leave it here for now. So for render, make sure you switch on the motion blur switch and also the pixel interpolation. And let's see if in our main comps everything's set up. It's looking okay. Alright. Let's give it a render again. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, we got still some weird stuff going on with the explosion. Let's see what we can do. Switch this little icon in your main comp from the dotted line to the straight line, which gives this pixel movement. That means it shifts the pixels around and combinating them in a new way. And also, what I actually forgot is to add a glow effect on our explosion. Drag it on there, and for the intensity, I don't know, maybe 1.6, 0.6, I'm sorry, and turn the radius up. Just like so. That's a little high. Maybe turn this threshold to 80. Okay. Let's give it one more try. Yeah, that's good. We made it. Damn. Okay. I think we're all good to set it up for a render. And I hope you found this tutorial useful in a way. I'm sorry for my small language problems. Actually, one more thing. There's one way to make this composition even better, and this is when you are in Photoshop creating your backdrop or backplate, however you call it, or your background floor element. Instead of making it a flat PSD file, you could go to the vanishing point filter. So you draw just a mesh on your background, and from this mesh on it calculates perspective composition for After Effects. Andrew Kramer actually has a tutorial for this on this site, check it out. And the advantage when you're doing it with a vanishing point is you have a three-dimensional composition setup. So you have a floor, you have two walls, you have a roof or your ceiling, and you can actually set lights into this composition, which is actually really cool. So the doors are flying through the light, and you can also enable then your depth of field option, which gives you another nice opportunity to shift the focus during your flying back or something like this. Anyway, let's call it a day for now. My name is Oliver for AE Tuts, and any comments are welcome. See you later, guys.